Yazithoba phambi kwenkosi enkulu. Yena ohlanganisa isixuku samadlozi ngobukho bakhe. uHeru uhlanganisa nezinkanyezi. Ungonqobile. Umongameli wendunkulu. Ubukhosi bukaHeru bumisiwe. Ngoba usufikile. Ululeka abahlala emazweni amabili. Uvuselela abalandeli bakhe. Nkosana endlweni ngcwele. Uyela endaweni yakho. Kulabo abaphilayo. Wena uligolide esibhakabhakeni. Sasempumalanga. Wehlela esihlalweni sakho. Heru. Abalandeli bakaHeru bayaziveza endumbeni yabo. Iminyango yendlu engcwele ivuliwe. Ngivusela emehlweni amabili. Uma uvela. Vuleka sibhakabhaka. Vuleka mhlaba. Vulekani masanga sempumalanga nawasentshonalanga. Vuleka mnyango nezinkanyezi zomkhathizwe. Vulekani masango endawo lapho kungena khona ukufa. Vulekani zinqaba. Zasenta nezakwakhemu. Vuleka ndlela kaRamu elincane. Vulela ukhozi lwegolide. Olunje olundizela emsamo walo.
Olundizela emsamo walo.
Vulekani minyango emibili yelanga nobusuku.
Vulekani minyango emibili yelanga nobusuku.
Vulelani abakhaphi bendodana kaMvelinqangi uRa.
Vulekani abakhaphi bendodana kaMvelinqangi.
Abalandela ngemuva kwakhe.
Abalandela ngemuva kwakhe.
Ankosana.
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 Akhosatha.
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 Heru.
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 Ndodana yalowo othulile.
Ndodana yalowo othulile.
Nkosana yendlunkulu.
Nkosana yendlunkulu.
Wena unqoba ubumnyama nenhlupheko.
Wena unqoba ubumnyama nenhlupheko.
Wena uvela ezinzulwini zomhlaba.
Wena uvela ezinzulwini zomhlaba.
Iya enjumbeni yakho.
Iya enjumbeni yakho.
Bhekisa ikhanda lakho elinezinsika.
Bhekisa ikhanda lakho elinezinsika.
Enyakatho.
Enyakatho.
Lapho ubumnyama bulinde khona.
Lapho ubumnyama bulinde khona.
Ukunqotshwa yiso lakho.
Ukunqotshwa yiso lakho.
Ndodana kaOsethi.
Ndodana kaOsethi.
Ekhuphukayo ivela emhlabeni.
Ekhuphukayo ivela emhlabeni.
Ngilinde ukuvela kwakho okuhle.
Ngilinde ukuvela kwakho okuhle.
Amadlozi emazweni amabili.
Amadlozi emazweni amabili.
Abuka empumalanga.
Abuka empumalanga.
Ukubona isiqu sakho esinamaphiko.
Ukubona isiqu sakho esinamaphiko.
Wonke amadoda nabesifazane.
Wonke amadoda nabesifazane.
Balinde ukuza kwakho.
Balinde ukuza kwakho.
Izithunzi nabaphilayo.
Izithunzi nabaphilayo.
Bayakudumisa.
Bayakudumisa.
Heru.
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 Ankosana.
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 Ankosasa.
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 Ankosana.
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 Heru.
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 Heru ndodana kaBhasteti.
Heru ndodana kaBhasteti.
Heru wezulu laseningizimu.
Heru wezulu laseningizimu.
Heru mhlanganisi wamazwe amabili.
Heru mhlanganisi wamazwe amabili.
Heru nkosi yemnqamlezo emibili.
Heru nkosi yemnqamlezo emibili.
Heru oligolide.
Heru oligolide.
Owanqoba uSethi.
Owanqoba uSethi.
Heru ndodana kaNomkhubulwane.
Heru ndodana kaNomkhubulwane.
Heru wamehlo amabili.
Heru wamehlo amabili.
Inyanga nelanga.
Inyanga nelanga.
Ntandokazi kaHetheru.
Ntandokazi kaHetheru.
Heru othulile.
Heru othulile.
Heru oyingane ebusisekile.
Heru oyingane ebusisekile.
Heru omkhulu.
Heru omkhulu.
Ndodana kaShu.
Ndodana kaShu.
Heru ndodana kaMvelinqangi uRa.
Heru ndodana kaMvelinqangi uRa.
Heru olukhozi.
Heru olukhozi.
Heru nkosi yezulu.
Heru nkosi yezulu.
Heru ndodana kaOsethi.
Heru ndodana kaOsethi.
Heru ndodana kaAsa.
Heru ndodana kaAsa.
Heru.
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 Akhosana.
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 Akhosatha.
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 Ankosasa.
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 Ankosana.
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 Amthethokani.
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 Ama-at.
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 Amamla.
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 Ajehud.
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 Amlomokazi.
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 Amueli.
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 Ashu.
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 Ate Artefnut.
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 Anut.
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 Aker.
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 Asa.
Asa.
Naasa.
Asa.
Aoset.
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 Aset.
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 Aneptet.
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 Aanpu.
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 Asakmet.
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 Amtar.
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 Alifat.
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 Heteru.
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 Heru.
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 Double zero.
Welcome to Gates and Five Gaming. My name is Sigo. I'll be giving you the topic for today. Today's topic is Heru and royal duties. Responsibility of royal people. This is the month to fully execute their duties of guiding and protecting the nation. Heru. Ankosan. To find us and follow us on social media platforms, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at GEK Movement, on YouTube at Great Empire of Gaming. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and share. On Wednesdays, we discuss topics from the African Royal Calendar. This is the African Royal Calendar that Mkhulu reads from every single Sunday. You can get it here at the GEK Black Market for 200 rand, sorry. The GEK Black Markets, they specialize in the African Royal Calendar as well as the table calendar. They also have t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies. We have Coco Ganyezi's products, who specializes in capsules of capsules of turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and garlic. Blue lotus tea, hibiscus tea, Ganyezi oral cleanser, fluoride-free toothpaste, intolwane soap, intolwane and other herbs. We have Oketla Tabo, also known as Uchehuti, who specializes in seasonal backpacks, incenses for all seasons, wooden ankhs and silver ankhs, earrings, stainless steel ankhs, bracelets, sculptures, rings, crystals, and gemstones. Incenses for all seasons. We have Piso's herbal products. He specializes in cancer bush, rap. We have Okoko Chiku, who specializes in muesli, janga oats, and biscuits. We have Ukoko Miela, also known as Uke, who specializes in fresh chilies, seasonal candles and stuff. We have Kulu Jamlani and Deb, who specializes in leather bags, belts, shoes, clothes, neck pieces, smoking accessories, copper, silver, and then silver seeds.
Victory! Greetings to all. Success Broadway. Sizokuselela who we are as African people. The 9 Ether beings are reawakening to take their position as parents of humanity. So we give praise and thanks to the 2 cosmic bodies that we all draw from. As the topic, we are talking about Heru and royal duties. The energy of the season is the energy of African royalty to begin their work. So that firstly, they must be there to realign people with nature. They are there as defenders of the people. They are there as the developers of the people. So therefore, it's an honor for you to be called a king and queen. It's an honor that is just not bestowed upon you, but you need to deserve it. You can't be called the king and the queen. All you do is eat and sleep. That can never happen, because that is why in isiZulu sithi inkosi umntwana. Inkosi umntwana othunywa isizwe. You are sent by the nation to go and negotiate a better deal for your people. Just like what Trump is doing. He's doing exactly the same thing that we here are supposed to do. Think Africa first. So, it's an opportunity. When we said the Republic of South Africa and all republics on the continent are going to fall, we're not lying. We are witnessing that process. It's a process of a self-destruction. Because it's an unjust system. Therefore, it's not meant to be alive on the continent. If only all presidents of the continent were to adopt the Trump attitude, we would be out of this mess. These people are black. You can never tell the difference. Who's white, who's black. Because the fruit is the same. Suppression, continuance of a suppression of our people. so that we never fully express ourselves. There's a mapuna stanye. Afrifora. Chwela gavigela. Imagine nantini Afrifora. Afrifora miyahambi yovutu Trump. Ithi Trump awubangene. uTrump uthi izani come to me.
Yes.
Now bayancikaza. Trump That's when we should open the gate for all of them. Yes. To Futa! Bahambe, let them go. Then we should hold them, against them. They no longer have a voice. They were inviting an enemy to kill us and destroy us. So therefore we should have no mercy upon them. We are alive, we will never be killed. We are not scared of Trump. Trump is a beginning man. Hey, what I don't know. You will shiver because you know the city doesn't belong to you. You fight, then you calculate. What am I losing? Fighting with Trump. They say Trump or America is the #1 trading partner of South Africa. So it means, Gucci, they have the power to dictate terms. Only to a collaborator. That's when they can dictate terms. That is why this Western politics has to fall. So that a brave man and woman emerges to defend the people. Not all these people who are pretending to be our leaders. How are you becoming my leader when you make me look weak? When the outside world is crying and defending themselves against the injustice of the African and the British, we still have to put them in the African court. Remember, it's al-Boli. It's al-Boli. They might think that they've gotten away with it. We remember who colonized us, who raped and maimed our people. The British. Those were the first evil that we experienced on our continent. There came the Misholo Afri-Forum, who came with Mkumbe. What is that? Dromedaries. Nani? Who they walk? Hey, I must be there. They must call those ships to come and take them. Hey. Jesus, their ship, the biggest ship called Jesus, must I give now? It's about time. You remember we said, we don't have bombs, but we have umpad, which is 100 times more than a bomb. We said that these people are going to live without us lifting a finger. Are they not on their way out? As long as you are perpetually aligned, everything is possible. Whatever you wish happens. People that were saying we're crazy. How can we destroy this well-entrenched system? We said no. That system can never be powerful than the sun and moon. That created everything. When we request from these two cosmic bodies, there's no power that can stand on our way with umlo, just our mouth. Our mouths create. Because these are vibrational frequencies that we create, especially when we articulate, we're singing about something we're passionate about. We are passionate about total freedom. We no longer want to be fooled by these black politicians who are supposed to work for the rebuilding of their own kingdoms. Yippee kingdom Ramaram. Can we call them? Let's say, come on, because they are a stumbling block for our total freedom. We want to be ruled by kings and queens again. Because these are the only people that can destroy the system. So it's all royal duty. You can't call yourself a royal just because what are you doing for us? Huh? Instead of expecting the little crumbs that you get from government, what are you doing that is visible? This is the program that Inkosi has launched to deal with the dispossession. Most of them have normalized. The mission that we experience in our continent, not only in South Africa. Hey man, you have to chief. All of them. They have eyes, but they can't see. Yeah? It's because they don't have the spiritual eye. The eye of Heru is calcified in these people. It's so easy for Africa to be liberated. If South Africa can be liberated tomorrow, if only these people were to stop defending colonizers, pretending to us as if they are representing us. They are not representing us. When they cry about America being the first or number one trading partner, what are they saying to us?
Number one is the number one tagari. They're number one stealers with their company. That's what they're saying.
Hey, what are they saying to us? It's exactly the same thing they said about the election. The markets are jittery. Who owns the stock market?
It's not ours.
We are less than 5% in the stock market. So are we affected? We know the majority of us are not affected. Whether the rand falls or whatever picks up, we don't get affected because we don't have money. Huh? Hand to mouth. Hand to mouth. The majority of us is hand to mouth. So why should I care? How am I affected? I care about how am I going to change the situation. How am I going to make Soweto self-sufficient economically? So that everything that we eat, we produce ourselves. That is my focus and worry. Not all these economic indicators. They tell you all sorts of nonsense. Who reads the financial statements? The South Africa, because it's a listed entity. In New York, it's a listed entity. You can go and read the financial statement in terms of the balance sheet of your country. Who said that they should do that? Who gave them the money to go and list our whole country? It means that our assets are listed, traded, and owned by foreigners. The foreigners who are refusing for the transformation of the Reserve Bank. So these are critical issues royal people should be focused on. Not What they are focusing on, how much government is going to increase our salary. We don't have leaders. If we have people who think like that, whether I get from government or not, it means fuck all. Because I'm on a mission to return what was stolen from me so that I'm able to feed my nation. Don't bribe me with 30,000, 15,000. What is that? To shut up. The first thing, when you are a king, you have to swear using the Bible. Nkulunkulu ka-Abraham. You have to swear that you will always abide by the Constitution, which is the supreme law. A constitution that dispossesses you. They say you have no right to rise against that. You do that, they put you in jail. Why should we agree to that? Why should we agree to that foreign law that brings a disrespect to us in the first place? Of course, Nobunye, that we can say, there's a good story. Which kingdom? Ngisho nasekhaya sizama ukuvusa manje. Kulelwe. Because people are not focusing on what they're supposed to focus on. Bring back my land. Then the rest they can follow. I won't need your 30,000. I'll be self-sufficient. Why must you bribe me? Huh? In the first place, what are royals doing in parliament? Because they should be forming a union to fight against these people that have dispossessed them. You hear them clapping hands. I'm an MP. So proud. Nkosi Spanban is an MP. Hi, bro. How are you part of a system that is relentless in destroying you? Ubukosi will never rise as long as we have Amakosi that depend on government. They should be uniting on one thing. Inkosi must never igotshwe umfokazana. A politician umfokazana, man, who was given power by the colonizer. So how can Azobambi ikanda liganda bezita? Amuthi ngesitificate ha. Lao kakai. The same thing abayenza ku university. When they are suppressing your crown chakra. Now we're fucking. You're dead from that day, you're not alive. Because you become a parrot of white people. So we don't want that. Amakosi should fight against the recognition by government. In the first place, they never gave government mandate to rule over South Africa. The land was taken from them, not these politicians who claim to have power. Meaningless power. Huh? Symbol without substance. That's why Africa is like this. Why do you agree to be a CEO when you know very well that the CFO is controlling you? There's no decision that you can take independently without the CFO. Why should you agree to that? I know I love a title to be called. So we are a symbol without substance. That is what our politics are to us. And they are suppressing us. They are suppressing us. thina umsebenzi soqalile. Ngibonge nje last week ukuthi into engijabulela kakhulu, I'm glad the future is guaranteed. Whether I'm here or not, GK will continue. This was demonstrated last week. Indlovukazi nabantwana bayibambi session. This is how it should be. Because I'm busy. No, serious, I'm busy. And I wouldn't allocate most of my time to nonsense. I can see the light somewhere. I must just get there. Umoya is guiding me. And all these people, Ulalo. I'm here. Deal with me. Hey, I can relate stories, man. This week it has been a very interesting week for me. Where we are now confronting politics directly. And you find them, Nesizulu City, but Asham is too. You can't hide behind the thumb. We can see your whole body. These people are not interested in fully liberating you. In the first place, they are very much persistent in depriving you of knowledge. The knowledge that should be there publicly. Even though it's there, they pass legislation and laws, knowing very well that you are not going to read. And that they are not going to go around educating you. So, your ignorance benefits them. When you now come with the Heru spirit and say, I'm not the ignorant one. I know what I want, and I know what our people deserve. They look at you very strange. Where are you coming from when? Because in cases that we've been interacting with people, people are saying, whatever you are raising to us, it has never been brought by any royal house. So amangwana are going to be umhlahlandlela. Hey, this is how we are going to achieve true royal union, by demanding the power that we deserve. Angiyona inkosi. Ngiyancedisa ngiyalekelela ekhaya. So ngingadideki. Angazi ngazibiza lokho. Mina ngiqhutshwa yilento engiqhubayo. Ukuthi hamba uyongincedisa lapha nalapha nalapha. Ayiphelele ekhaya kuphela. Ngoba umsebenzi wami ubambe yonke icontinent and black people in general. Because we are seeing revolutions are happening on the continent, but they are missing one leg. They still leave royals outside. That's a danger. Uguti, we will return to this mess again. If the brave people who are leading revolutions on the continent were to disappear tomorrow, what's going to happen? Because you haven't grounded this thing on the right foundation. There's nothing wrong for you to work for kings and queens. Let them give you a mandate that you can go and do certain things. Don't demand power that you don't deserve. Because you happen to have access to knowledge and information, then you expect automatically people should actually bow down to you. That is wrong. It must be imsebenzi yakho, your actions, that deserves you, whatever people decide. We must never be obsessed with positions to a point to which we want to kill each other. A brother wants to kill another brother. Same blood. because of positions. Positions that have nothing. Because without the land, you are sitting on empty seats. So what's the point of us killing each other? Huh? Whilst we leave the issue of the land. Stupidity at the utmost best. Is this obsession on my position? I must be called chairman. And some of them demand, especially doctors. Why should we call you a doctor like us? You're a doctor's patient or whatever in your consultation. Laugh! Other people demand that. I'm a professor now. So you must act when you call me. Hey, prof. When you check them, guys, what are they prophesizing about? Western philosophy. Because you're a professor that is trained by the West. You are ignorant of African philosophy. So you must never boast about such things. Huh? These things are giving you access to knowledge. And institutions use that knowledge to empower your people. Not to boast about how many degrees you have. Hey, one day, but he never forget the story. Hey, I have 6 degrees. I'm almost whatever. I asked one question. Do you know Sheikh Diop? He said, who's that? I asked, mind you, you're 6 degrees. What's the value of that? If you don't know the giant of the African continent. So we should check. Huh? If you are wise, you've given knowledge, empower your people. Empower your people. Go to the community and start a program that you can drive yourself, because it's based on your skills. We are not unlike Amachuta. I believe they don't take any investment without a Jew present, because they are a close-knit community. Everything they do together. They ring-fence their economy. That's why they came with the kosher. The kosher. Hey, but Tina sees in Como, Enga Tanda Zelwanga Yiti. Lama priest of faith. Then they think which they are blessed more than anybody. Israel is empty because it's devoid of nature. Huh? Anything that doesn't have nature as a foundation, and anything that is social control, anything that gives you the power for you to be able to oppress other people without a conscience. I know. I don't want that. Right? Anything must put me in a position that I should forever feel my heart balanced within me. I should never go to bed doubting whether I did well or not. When I do wrong, I feel it. So I must avoid anything that makes my scale imbalanced. If it means we proud, njalo uyangehlisa. Ufuna siyoshaya isikoko. Hayi Josi. Ikas. Uthi khona olady elilahlile somewhere. Asiyolivithiza mfana. I don't want you next to me. Hey, if you are brave enough, 30 AK ndoda uyokhuza up le Josi. Urepossess lokho ngokusupport. Mara ngizobayitry. So Remember, Sati, when we started the season, this is the season of self-mastery. Yeah? So the responsibility is not amongst royals only, even us as individuals. What are you mastering naturally? Not something that you went to vet for 12 years. You pass, you fail, you pass. And in that time, a talented person has made about 500 million. Whilst you're busy trying to master the colonizers thing. That's why we need to live by our talent. Because my talent and Disambuleno, divine inspiration, can give me an idea that will make me a billionaire in just 1 month. Life is all about that. For you to be able to create. And for you to be able to create, you need to find balance and harmony within. And when we learn the teachings of our ancestors, they say, in your darkest hour, go to noon. Huh? Noon is associated with the subconscious mind. Go there. And when you emerge with an idea that is going to harmonize, not an idea that is going to destroy. Hey, I don't go to university and learn physics so that I'm able to create better bombs. I go to the Kemet University so that I learn how to harmonize with everything, except the colonizer. I don't harmonize with such people. No. Hey, the rest you imagine with there looking at your nation and say, what do we need? We are not. There's no limit in terms of ideas, Makai. The idea can take you very far as long as you are able to put some work. Don't just receive a divine inspiration and then you sit on it. It was a thing now. Situkuga leslim. Mumnikeza idea. Engayenza lolu hlanyu Elon Musk. Fuck all. Kube ngathi Elon Musk uyagula lo muntu. Ngiyambona. Namafufu nya. Akahlaliseki noma imini nje. Uyagula. And the way I racist ngakhona. Uhlangane no Trump bafana. Both racist against black people or people of color in general. Bafuna ukuvusa. Banegazi lika Hitler. Because I believe the mother guy Elon was married to some Hitler, whatever, something. I don't know. So that blood is there. We must watch out and be vigilant. Manje, you know, people here in GK, gahle ninsika yamadlozi. Amadlozi depend on you. Ukuthi you are going to push the struggle spiritually and defeat all colonizers. They must never be scared. Be like Heru. Huh? How are you going to call yourself a Heru if you live far? How are you going to conquer? Because the enemy just scares you. Then you run. It's like now, if they were to call it GK, a very violent organization. Oh, right diagnosis. We are violent, man. Because system is more violent. Colonization is more violent. Meaning, Guti, I experience the colonial system on a daily basis. Ngesizulu kuthiwa iva likhishwa ngani? Ngelinye. Angeke ube uthuthu against uHitler. Ngakhuluma. We are facing Hitler. Abo Hitler bafuna umlilo, bodla umlilo la emlonyeni. Ungazoba uthuthu la peace wet war. And then thina siyayifuna lempi.
Yeah.
Hey. Ngoba yipe yoqeda yonke. All this negotiation ukuthiwa mele kuyokhulunywa. Ngabe sibuza impela. Ngabe sikhulume into ngeAfrica Forum. They don't deserve to be still here. Basithukile, the worst insult. Then you hear politicians accepting their apology. How can an attempt to kill all of us by inviting a superpower to do a regime change here? They are fantasizing about the apartheid days. Those days are over.
Yeah.
Accept it. Because we're not going back there. Black people are not going to agree to go back to apartheid. So let them forget. And the more they do such things, hey man, they are lighting the fire within us. Huh? It's burning, it's simmering. Huh? The day it explodes. Pass up. Hey, they think Gucci. We are scared of guns. The youth of 1976 confronted guns with the bricks and the dustbin leaves. When we are led by the Spirit, we will always conquer. We conquered. We never cower. We don't cower. What for? This land belongs to us. We can't normalize the colonization that is keeping us in concentration camps. Are we born to live like this? There are black people who say, hey man, hey man, they've associated themselves with suffering. They will forever suffer. We are not going to agree to that. HGK is lighting the fire of awakening the real kings and queens that must emerge and protect their people. Angazi nayizo mina lento le. Ubukhosi kungakani mangakhi nje. Hey, uke eNatal kuphela ungayindawo. Amakhosi mangakhi le? Ikhaya la lobukhosi eNatal. Kethi umlungu senza akasixhaphazi. Most of the farms in Natal are still held by white people. That's why we are fighting. We are on a journey to return what belongs to us. You can't be comfortable as undaba ezide. Ubusana, inkosi umhlaba nesizwe. Well, you can't call yourself undaba ezide la. Ungenamhlaba. Yini le emele sihloniphe kuwe? On a daily basis, we are witnessing white people generating money in our land. You are as in a corner like us and doing the visit. No uthatha umkhonto uthatha ibomb uhambe uyo exploder la kulabantu abakuhluphayo. Unyawo ke vele. Then we will call you a hero. Hey, not a person who submits because of a threat of death. There's no death. You can't kill me. I'm not this physical. I'm spirit. So therefore, you can't scare me with death. Umthumeli inkabezi 100. Ozongishaya ngizobuya ngiyinyosi. Baphinyele bonke. Perfect. So you must never be afraid of death. There's no death. Hey, ayikho kesa. And when you live here, being a hero, we will forever remember Ubab Credo. Because he was a hero. He wasn't scared of anybody. And he guided us properly, Ubab Credo. Uguti, this is who you are. You must never consume anything that is different. You guys need guys. You must never accept to be called a Democrat. Huh? New generation. Huh? You should have I am a Democrat. In there, because if you have we are learned, you still can't realize one fact. Uguti, in Republic of South Africa that we are serving is crime against humanity. So what does the education do to you? You submit to the system. Why? Because you want to. Huh? It doesn't matter if the system is wrong or not. Okay, what if tomorrow we take the system and the people that served it to court? You are serving the system, so you are guilty, like the leaders of the system. So these are things that we must check. We will one day get the power back, so that we establish an African, like we said, in there say IEC. Huh? IEC. Yeah. I see IEC. The ICC. We will establish, as soon as we get our power back, we will establish similar things. And we only prosecute white people who are not going to be. Hey, because it's white people who came and dislodged our livelihood. Asikwazi ilapho ke. Bona basuke baba weak. They became weak. Why? Because of the demands of the fleshy nook. I know I need to have a house. Just control.
But I'm a France.
Hey, must sacrifice and do God's fight. They are still our blood. We'll find a way of dealing with them. Because they were also corrupted. The system corrupted everybody. I'm not saying Guti Siabaki Pagule. Because currently, what I'm experiencing, political people are blocking black progress. Yes. You go to all these political figures, all of them, in their articulation, it's in defense of the colonized. You have to struggle and really fight. Shout, officer, I'm capable of doing that. A officer right in the boardroom, the way I'm feeling a corner. And the more boardroom, Lilo went this in Jongan, you have to fuck off. Because but weak from Shah. See a meeting in Lapa, but Shah. That's necessary. Ukuhlangane nokhuluva kuphela wakudala ngeke uzoba isheve la kimi ngokufunda nje one statement ngithathothi uqasha ngesithuba siya lapha sibhale iletter umuntu deliberately avoids addressing the letter, brings outside issues. in support. Nonsense. We didn't go there to be a charity case. We went there to demand power. That's what we want, so that we are able to make decisions on behalf of the nation. There were no white people in that meeting. Deliberately and intentionally sabotaging black people. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Then we must be okay with that.
No.
The liberation of black people could have long been achieved if it was in the Midrash. Nearby Pela, because I'm on the right. Nearby Pela. Ukaba nguthi pelile lapha the meeting. Mande ngipezwa. Njalo. Awukaphendula. Pendula phela. Sikuze ukuthi what is your articulation of the basis of what we wrote? Ungasositshela nje ukuthi hayi ngantholela loya asifune bonke labo bantu. Because into sifuna yamandla. Commander, the very same people you are sending us to. Manje, we must go and grovel in front of. I'm saying to you, don't trust these black politicians. They are not serving your interest at all. What comes first in their mind is the master. Another thing. Okay, if these people are now sharing power with us, they'll be exposed to all the corruption we are doing. So therefore, we must ignore what they are saying. It's in the Constitution here, they will ignore. It's my right, and it's the right of black people to use that Constitution, acts in the Constitution, so that we get real power. Sifuna real power, because the act says government should co-govern with a cause. Simpalelo Ramara. Give Igles 3. Agapendo. Hey. It means we are ignorant and deliberate. Imagine says to me look at us to represent the office in Laga Ramara. Titiwena Joe. Position now. Anything that affects us, because that's what we are fighting for. We don't want to be assisted by MEC and ministers. We want the real power to share with government at a national level, at a provincial level, and a local level as well. Because corruption happens. Budgets are approved by the Minister of Finance. Then it just disappears. People in rural areas are forever in the state of hunger because of such decisions. Because we entrust the politics too much, politicians. I need to know when the Minister of Finance passes a government that affects rural development. I should discuss it with Ramaram. Le izoslimaza la nala. Manje ngaqhamuka sepasiwe. Bayipasisile. Thina ezabantu abaphuma ebukhosini waRama campus. Ide pasiswe ama-politician. That's what they are doing to us. So we're trying to stop that, and we are going to win because Umthetho is behind us. Hey, I never thought I'd experience such resistance from black people. If there were white people resisting this core governance, I would understand. So a black politician should be happy, because when you empower a king, you are empowering your father. What's wrong with you? Oh, no. A king must never share in the colonizer's power. I go. If you have a very lawyer, Because umqondo wabo is messed up. Awulunganga for black people. Politicians are dangerous for black people. They are the stumbling block towards the development of black people. Umlungu ukunikeza power. Now we don't want to share with the real people. Amakhosi are not saying, give us all the power. They are saying, we need to co-govern. We are. And the whoppers is umthetho that says, government has got to co-govern wherever kunobukhosi khona. I know, sifuna ukuyimplementa ngoba siyadla. Basikhukhuni bayadla. So they don't want to be exposed. They would sabotage such action. You should welcome black politicians working with royals. That's power. Why can't you think like that? They should never get power. The more ignorant they are, the more money we make in their own areas. It's going to stop all that very soon. And this is what I always say, if all royals were to demand this right, then we will form a union of royals that have brought their power back. So that the 50% that we all share, we protect it. That will form, it's on our way to re-establish the great empire of Kemet again. It's going to rise again from here. The original Kemet is going to rise. Because it's the older generation Yamakos. This is what they said during 1996 when the students were rising up. Wasukuma abantu abadala bathi yeni nayingane nemazi umlungu njalo umlungu chokuthi that is a partisan defeatist attitude. You should never you should never be defeated. Oh, umvalala hayi uzongibona ngivela la. You should always pursue your options. Especially when you are right. Mina, I would rather die than submit to Mlungu. Mlungu will forever rule us. I would rather die. I don't want to continue this colonial system. The system has to fall so that all black people will become total free. The day that happens, it will be the end of Soweto. There's so much land from Alberton. The Eye of Africa. Have you seen that land? It belongs to an Indian family who was close to the worst colonizers, the Mapul. Now we should honor that. Whatever, Eye of Africa. Almost, they don't even sell you to get a lease. 99-year lease. After that expires, the land goes back to them. We can't agree to that. We can't agree. We would rather do like what Ura did. Shut everything down. Okay, there's no bread for a week. We can stomach that. And once we fix all these things, and then we must be as decisive as Trump. How many bills he signed? First day. And nothing, we must go there prepared. Okay. Yamandia, how do you do it? Afri Forum. I'm a China. First day, they sign. They implement. Change happens. Right there. Ungalindi what year. Shall year. Business of Georgia. What's the first year? What have you done? You must be decisive. You committee, they must learn from Trump, Laban. Who Trump has got a good attitude for his people.
Yeah.
He's doing the best thing for his nation. We must copy that. La. Sivula magate. Umlungu. Upilanga kwa sipi skono. What's your royal house? Phillips. What's their royal house? If you don't have a royal house, buy. Hey. And the UZWA, the constitution, no. The international law agrees with that. You can't rebuild with the enemy present. You need to check out the enemy. You remain on your own. Do like China. Close borders for over 30, 40 years. Then you open them when you know Gucci, accept Gucci, Singapore. Some get either Sutu, Zulu, Venda, whatever. In Jalo, make our languages scientific. They are scientific language. Sutu, Dr. Uzulu Matab, prove scientifically of mathematics of the Sutu language. Dr. Makosi Koza, who prove the same thing about the Zulu language. These are scientific languages. You haven't developed your language. You haven't developed your language. About Jim Chech. Is it still in education? That's right. That's right. As in Shonipin, I would say I'm telling. In Kenya, you know, the worst thing would be, Umam A is married to Hey. Dr. Muchef, he's one of our best scholars. He knows. What Dr. Muchef? When we're first launching in Kalenda, he was there. He was there. Mama check about all newspapers who were covering the story. In SAPC. He was there. Saba happy ukuthi samba naye wangena eParliament. Uvale phone. Saba Avutara naye lapho. Hayibo. Yazi bese nethemba we're so hopeful. Kuthi kungene umuntu eParliament that is conscious. Uzokhabulisa onke labantu abalapha. Dr. Muchecha ngaphansi kahle kuba crazy. In terms of knowledge. He's one of our best scholars of African philosophy. Manje wendani? Let's go. Huh? noma phumile angithi sikhalela lokho sikhareza nawe uyashiwa eparliament sithi mawufika eparliament uzosearch ufika eparliament hayi kara mina ngikara hayi bo angithi sisonke manje wazopusha ikara awuzopushani wonke umuntu ukuthi hayi bo nawa amasotsha la ngaphandle You know, I had a meeting now, woman age. Manje vale bafuna ukuhlangana nathi basinikeze ingama ninjira deal with these people. Labantu laba, how can you go to an Indian guy umtshele nge-African talent? Uzothi uyahlanya. And Dr. Matoli, we knows about the calendar, but he never whispered to the wife, which I know. We are all misaligned. How can a minister of education don't realize that? The whole minister of education can't pick up Uguti. Black people on the continent are misaligned because we are using the wrong calendar. When they are planning their school system, they are all using a wrong calendar of the colonizer. And that's the Minister of Education.
Defense.
Oh, that's why
That's crazy.
No, but both of them, I love both of them. I've never met Mum age. Get a doctor, look. I need to see so. But it's quick. But now, you go into Ukala says. I was Ukale ukuthi abantu bakulanje. Baba angithi uyabona kusele 2 seats ebhasini. Gijimisa ibhasi emuva. Uthi hayi man but abasavuli nefastela. Bashaka masa. They leave you. So Tina, we've learned on how to be self-dependent. That we lost, there are actually 3 people who are supporting this movement. Credo, Umamwini, and they were the pillars of this. The first calendar I launched I remember Credo all the way from Northwest. Northwest. Now Orlando. The first launch here in the calendar. Over 20 years ago. Sloko Strulega and you convince Mtomnyam. Which you are misaligned. Therefore you misaligning the relationship. Self-reliance. Namanje semkhoshini. Angisangeni ndaba yakho. Ngoba bazoprice bonke. Safika kusekhona uDr. Ngubane, samkhumbula. Uminister Dr. Ngubane. Lokugcina manje yalapha no Esco. Yebo, Minister Ben Ngubane. How many years? So Umtomnyama must stop relying and depending on politicians. They are not working for our interest. Leyo kumele si accept. Effect nje nayo ifana nale effect 8. Umlomo will never love you. Stop wanting to be loved by white people to a point that you sacrifice your own people. Hey, you want to be with the Jones. Quite now, as you because of some bang. Please. Income like time for who you are. I go to compromise all the time. They even tell you, hey, you even speak better than them. Who's them? Why people are sick like Makala? Hey, how can you tell somebody from a cast? When you pogile because they're spanning, but lo muntu paka. Uzomtshela ukuthi because iyaphela ukuthi lo muntu afunde bayibizana. Multiracial. He was exposed to it at a very early age, so very articulate. The white person looks at this person and says, hey, you're different. You even speak different. They say, a foolish turkey. It's like when they call you a liberal. You can like, oh no, he's a liberal, that's why. I can make a deal. You sold us out. How can a white person call you a liberal? Then you laugh. He's trying to say whether you've compromised. I can get anything from you. You must never agree to be called a liberal. Abelung, they must hate you. Hey, the more you don't depend on them, is the more you are free. But if you depend on them, because there's this law which they have access to WhatsApp, SM17, so therefore they check all your messages when you are at home. They say, oh, it's part of GK. That's why, so, nothing arrogant. They're discussing you. Then the next thing, how there's a letter. Warning. For what? Association. You're guilty by association. We hate that organization, therefore. Guilty by association. Hey, we are victimized now.
The question nama ubhale ku religion ubhale thematic because nabantwana bamang ba register bhala thematic so bazobuza yeyiphi bafuna ubuza it's either kuba balindele ukuthi Muslim or Christian. Then I asked them why you question wonke lama application alana. So why this one is nizoyimela because the next thing uzothi abantwana bamele benze lena le because of ukulandelelwa. So why this one question?
They have a low regard for us. But you heard the African what they said. They said Mutibona, they deserve to be first-class citizens. Who's second class? Who's there? But racist, even in this mess they've created, they are still being racist. That's why we said racism in white people, it's in their DNA. You won't do anything about it. Hey, just accept for who they are, these people. Have a way of dealing with them. Never expect to put it, they'll be just towards you. Or even, like or love you. Just forget that. Bathini ngesizulu inqunywa amakhanda yemveli yekwe hayi sizoqhubeka but ngithande ispirit sanamhlanje hayi ngimjabulisile the way beningakhona namhlanje Heru is very happy that Heru when he's here the vibrational frequency, our vibrational frequency matches with Heru's vibrational frequency because the ascension that we all long for, when we are doing, we get it. when we are doing the drums. We ascend. That's why I get umuntu nakomunye. Umunye umamela isigubhu sikaze silo, omunye sikaviye, omunye nje ubone ukuthi hayi uthi move just this fast. So nobody unakomunye, because we are all we've ascended. That's how we meditate, Marquette. Meditation. And the Bible says, that's why Sichabula song. If you are not happy on Sundays, because that's the only day we all forget our problems and be one with the Spirit. So we are that light of the continent. We are the only group that is doing this on the continent. Meaning, we bring hope to our ancestors to say it's not all lost. You know, there's still some of us who are longing to go back to their ways, you know, which is nature. And they will slowly achieve it. And Africa is going to rise, and the African royalty will be in charge. That's the reality I know. Whatever resistance we're experiencing currently, it's something that will end, will pass. Just like, the season, the winter, that we are going to September on the 20th, to bid farewell to the sun, because it's leaving the southern hemisphere. The ceremony we call this Lilo Skanum Kubulwa, lamentation of Osset, because not under now we have it's like Ubaba Mege Mind. I was no muzo. Back on Ubaba forget to hey, holy move. She abandoned the car. So in Akoge now we are going to be the care of the great mother, who is giving us that spiritual power. From the 21st of March, we are spiritually powerful. We need to start creating with our minds. You know, create everything. Be busy. Use your mind as a manufacturing plant of everything that you want to see manifest in September. Heru. 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 Angosan. 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 If you can comment. This guy, Phil still remembers the language like Orlando. The cities are which is snap. Snap. Sikuli ya banda like Orlando. Man. Heru. 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 Tell them.
So mina ngizanele basho. It's just within this self-esteem. So other than the just a suggestion. In your the content, maybe you can meet with our chance. Maybe that could be our element. According to the season. Because more people are season, I've noticed on TV, if I call, he phone it. And then they also navigate and also they represent others. Like the Phoenix, sure. Maifa also ends it rises from the ashes.
But that's a mystical figure. Nobody knows that. It's a myth. It's a well-known myth.
Symbol.
I think you yeah, the same should be like this. Singing as a little child. Even now, there are some principles in it. Even connect. Like they represent our power. They represent our hardworking. They represent our teamwork. As much as we are exported, we know the teamwork ends around us. And to those of you that are in the corner, always a home. So my suggestion is going forward.
Who should do that?
As like when you cover my understanding way such if let's say we have another example, then almost looking
That's a good idea.
I can talk about
That's a very good idea. Because he's very good at I love that.
How can I sentence or presentation putting Mama because it's not easy to just to put express, it's not easy because mouse even outside there was Muslim there are before. Like for me, imagine 70, I have also put out all the evidence. I wasn't kind I have to put it in Carolina. If I stand down, we say, okay, stand down.
Back from
yeah, now, but in a senior, even though I have all the good time, why go at organizing so? One other question. That's why if I have the opportunity to I get, you have to sign so then I just need to be encouragement to the public season almost also know if they have because there are one charity. Then who learns the research and then amen. Let's say if I was presentation for the product.
No, sure.
I'm sending us to go. No, so then there must be encouragement. See now, because no one about you have to look at Moya in a car. Or many the colonization to the country with much
last week. I wish it would continue, even when I'm there. You know, because abantu must be able to express what they are learning. Remember, Saturday, it's not a intellectual exercise. You must live it for you to be able to experience it. You have to live it, internalize it, and live it, because it is nature. That's when you are forever in alignment with nature. So that's a good thing. Finally, when we close the season, when we close the season, we need to give people a chance to express how they were affected by the season. In so doing, you are recognizing your spirit, right? The difficulty it experienced or the joy it experienced, which is why we always encourage be truthful. It's not all seasons that are going to be good. Even a bad season, acknowledge it's been difficult this season. This is what I've experienced. In that way, you are giving confidence to the spirit that dwells within you to say, I am acknowledged at a personal level. So if he sees in your without expressing how you were affected, we are not truly connected with the angels. So these are things that should happen. And there should never be fear. Especially asking. You must never be fearful of asking. Because all of us, I said the last time, we are all equal. I'm not above you. I happen to have knowledge that you still haven't acquired, but you are going to acquire that knowledge. So we are all at the same level. So nobody should feel Uguchi, they will be asking a stupid question. There's no stupid questions because you need clarification so that you are able to comprehend the subject. So if you don't ask, you will forever be unclear and short and continue the misalignment. So please be open all the time. But I do encourage the reading, because you can't come here and talk about animals of the season if you haven't read. I know. The animal of the season is the cow. The horn, the tail. We know that. Tell us more about the cow. What does it represent? Why the Sutus, they call it Mewamko Eme. So we need to engage, all the time. Thanks, everyone.
Just to compromise and just exercise. So the exercise is about so the idea is from like a class school. So I need to enhance the exercise.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So I'm from the kingdom of So so the exercise is in that
That's creativity. Heru. That also puts me the land that is owned by you or no. Okay. This week I got a full story in Ngonyama Trust was formed during that time we all vote right now. You remember Ukacha saying Guti Nkata he will vote unless this vote. Then there was a now problem, meaning Guti all the land, the dictate was that all the land that belongs to Amakose KZN must be banded down and they be put under one administration. The challenge and difficulty there was that a survey hadn't been completed. To survey and say, indawo yama abantu basesikukhulu iqala la igcina abatswana iqala la igcina la. So when that act was passed, the survey hadn't completed. So they decided to form Ngonyama Trust to hold those assets temporarily, not a permanent. Because the idea and the intention in the beginning was to hand over back the land to the owner. Meaning Guti Abagwamte, mene batoli lizwe la. Abagwamantatis batoli lizwe la. That was the original intention. But greed crept in to those who were at the helm of Ngonyama Trust. Instead, when a survey was done, was completed, they were then supposed to hand over land back to the people. They decided to hold it because financially it was benefiting the executive. That's the only reason why Ngonyama Trust existed. So therefore, Ngonyama Trust was supposed to have a time limit, which by this time the survey will be completed, land will be taken back to the people. Now explaining this bill is another way of pacifying us. Nothing we are going to achieve through this bill. It has conditions. One of the conditions is that you can't expropriate without agreement with the landowner. You've got to agree with a thief that steals your car. When you stop that thief on the road demanding your car, you can't repossess without the thief agreeing. How sick is that? So that's why I'm saying they are just pacifying about that. There's no truth in that. Because they just hate the word expropriations without compensation. But it's a toothless job, this bill that has been signed. It's not going to improve anything for black people because everything still has to be negotiated. A person that has stolen your land, you still have to know. Can I come in? Your own land. Can I come in? Then when they say no, you can't force entry. So your community never trust black politicians. They say all the right thing just to delay us, to have hope Kuti no, remember Kuti, 2026 is around the corner. These people are campaigning. Hey, remember now MK campaigned on the basis of post. Huh?
Yeah.
That's why they got attention here. Yeah. So ANC is hoping to get mileage by passing this law, which at least the movement is doing something. There's fuck all about that. Yeah, they just playing games with us. Because you can't be negotiating with a thief if you really are a revolutionary. To even think that you must have a negotiation with somebody that stole your property. If that person is holding stolen property, whose land are you farming on? I'm going to tell. Where did you get the title from? The person that gave you.
Where did they
Who
get
got
it?
the title deed?
Yeah.
Because you are in an area that is ruled by Inkosi Tabangan. Inkosi Tabangan never issued title deeds. So where do you get the title deeds? They must lock them up. They are scared of doing that. In 30 days' time, all those farm owners who have title deeds come forward. I guess they'll be happy.
Yes.
And all the fans are there lining up. Tutu! If any, you can't lock them up at Robben Island food. You put your fence around Robben Island. They never escape these thieves. Land thieves. You must negotiate with them. These people are crazy. And some of them are begging Africa Forum not to go. Hey, but you are no. Why the concrete? What the Creek don't go? They are going to be hungry. Pasabuglim. Ulimelo enemy yako. The enemy yako, if it feeds you, can poison you anytime. Stupid. How can you depend on your enemy? People who are trying to bring the whole war from outside. Then you say to them, don't go, because we are going to go hungry. You are feeding us. Your enemy that wanted to kill you with guns and bombs, they are going to kill you with the food. So therefore, it's all a fuss. They shouldn't have even, it's all about campaigning. They know Guti black people are so dumb and ignorant. When they hear the word expropriation without, they never check the small print. They never check that. They are happy. ANC is about to liberate us. They'll wait forever, like the fake Jesus. Who will never come. They're still waiting for him, daughter. George in the Chorosi. Before say bye. Now can you tell me? I'll take us on the